Hey there, this is Red. It's time for another episode of Red Plays. All right, so we're doing something a little bit different this time around. I have been struggling mightily with Valkyrie against Rhino. So I think it's time to take a look at her pre-constructed deck and figure out what we can add in there. So I'm going to take out her cards here, and let's take out all of the Valkyrie cards. We're going to separate things out. So we got some aggression cards. I think we're gonna stay aggression because let's stick with the basic theme of the deck. I don't want to venture too far from our theme that we've got going, the pre-constructed deck. But I think some cards have to come out of here just so we can have a better chance of defeating Rhino. So I'm gonna do some quick sorting here. And we'll take a look at the cards and kind of figure out what we like and what we don't like here. All right. So I think number one thing is we want to stick with the Asgard theme that they've got going on. So you've got the Bifrost. I think we're going to stick with our Asgard champions. We've got an Angela there. We've got Throg. We've got Thor. I think the question would be, do we go grab a Heimdall and throw him in here? I'm thinking not. Heimdall's kind of expensive. It's 6. I don't know whether I want to... I'm going to put that one on pause for now. One thing I am thinking about adding to this deck is a Nick Fury, because he's so versatile as far as cards, and he can attack or thwart, and he can throw that block out there. I think I'm going to add a Nick Fury. Now, if I take a look at, so I usually don't show my cards, but this is kind of how I'm keeping my cards. I've got everything in, let's see here. I'm using 4 expansion boxes in a core set box. I think holds all of my cards at this point in time. And then I've got my own dividers. So the dividers I've got made up in here. So you've got resources for the different aspects and allies events. And I've got dividers for all the villains. Actually, I make these dividers and sell them in my store. So if you're interested in these dividers, check out my store, which is in the details there. Well, crazyjackalope.com. It's also up in the corner there if you want to get your hands on these dividers. Anyway, I need to figure out what I'm going to do for ally. So what I had said was a Nick Fury. I think Nick Fury is definitely an add to this deck. So we're going to go through here. Nick Fury. All right. Now, there's a whole bunch of other allies that are kind of good in here. So Ironheart, there's some allies that just go good in any deck. I think Ironheart is one of those that goes good in about any deck. She's pretty awesome. I don't want to get very fancy because we've kind of got with Valkyrie, it's just this throw damage thing going on. So lots of other stuff. Lockjaw is another good one to throw in about any deck for when you have those resources sitting out there. But I think that's all I'm going to add is Nick Fury as an ally. All right. So let's see here. We'll keep our double resource. We'll keep all of our double resources. I think we're going to keep our Audacity because that seemed to be part of the theme of the deck. So let's keep our Audacity. Let's also keep... What else are we going to keep here? Let's keep our power. We have 2 power of aggressions in here. Yeah, let's keep our 2 power of aggressions. Let's go down to 1 combat training. So we're going to kick out a combat training. That's out. We're going to kick out... What else are we going to kick out? We're going to keep our Hall of Heroes. The quick strikes, I like the idea of. Smash the Problem is nice, but what I don't like is you have to exhaust your hero and to get rid of that threat. And that's... I'm not buying into that right now. I think we're going to get rid of these best defenses. So we're going to take out our best defenses. We're going to lose our defensive bonus. We've got these godlike staminas in here, which help us heal. I think we'll keep that instead. That'll be kind of our thing to get us going again. All right, so then the next question is, we've got our quick strikes and our smash the problems. Now, I haven't made very effective use of any of these cards thus far. So we're going to set these off to the side here a little bit. Let's take a look at what we have for... Ooh, there's a whole bunch. Well, let's take a quick look at allies. So we've got Angela. We could Hercules is an Olympian. He's not an Asgardian. All right, Brawn, Wasp. We can't do the Thor. Oh, Jane Foster Thor. Well, that's an interesting idea. I could put a Jane Foster Thor in there. She's an Asgardian too. I think we're going to put Jane Foster Thor in there. We'll think about that one. Oh, we don't have Valkyrie in there either. Wow. Okay, so let's see here. We could go heavy on the Asgardians. So let's put we'll take Valkyrie out for now. We're gonna have to slim down. Now, see, I'm looking and I'm finding good things, and it's gonna be tough. All right, our stack of supports is fairly thin. So boot camp I don't think is worth it. We'll kick that out of there. Now when we look at let's jump back to upgrades. So what do we have for upgrades? Okay, I'm hearing a lot about energy spear. So energy spear says attached to, well, that's a guardian, so that doesn't do any good. Guardian ally. It's not the energy spear I'm hearing a lot about. I think it's a sword. That's what I'm hearing a lot about. That's the one. Godslayer. When your hero makes a basic attack against a unique enemy, exhaust Godslayer, your hero gets +2 for that attack. Okay, so I think, though, that we have a problem. Because Godslayer is a restricted card. And I believe you can only have 2 restricted cards on the board at any point in time, right? And both of her weapons, I believe, are restricted. Let's take a look here. So we have Dragon Fang, restricted. Valkyrie Spear, restricted. So I could go with a third weapon. It would be restricted, and I could possibly pull something out like a sidearm, maybe. Is that the card that allows me to have another restricted weapon? I don't know. We'll put Godslayer out there, and we'll think about Godslayer, whether we use it or not. And I'm not sure why this card is in here, but we'll move that out of there because it's not supposed to be in there. Let's see here. Follow through. We don't care about excess damage. Brute force. Lion weight. No. That's not very... Valkyrie is lion weight. That's counterattack. No counterattack. Martial prowess might be a thing. Generate a physical resource for an attack event. So let's see here. All of these are it's a thwart event. Quick strike's attack event. That's really her have at these are attack events. We'll put that in the maybe pile also. Battle Fury. After you take damage from an enemy, attack, discard, counterattack, deal an equal amount. Well, it's counterattack. Battle Fury is what I'm looking at. After your hero attacks and defeats a minion, deal 1 damage to your hero, discard Battle Fury, ready your hero. See, that looks like it would go very well with a have at thee. But a lot of those times you get to ready automatically anyway, so I don't know the Battle Fury is going to do us much good there. Yarnborn. Nope, no Yarnborn. Going to be using resources that I don't want to make use of. Interesting card. I like it in a lot of decks, but I don't think that this is the deck. All right, what I'm looking for is some attack events that will allow me to make use of my weapon. Not worrying about clobber. No plan of attack. Exhaust a weapon aid upgrade you control. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. So Fusillade is an option. Let's see here. What else do we have? Looking for trouble gets us some enemies. Relentless Assault would let us run over some enemies. Chase them down is a good thwart event. And that's what we seem to be missing was a decent amount of thwart. It's a basic card, but it's been handy. It could be really handy in this deck. So we're going to throw that out as a in case. Let's see here. No browbeats, no moment of triumphs, no melees. Oh, there's some more get over here's. Special printing of get over here. There we go. Some special drop kicks. Not going to use those. Mean swing. When your hero makes a basic attack, exhaust a weapon upgrade on your hero gets +3 for this attack. Now these would make good use of her extra weapons that are sitting out there. So maybe we'll put the mean swing in the consideration pile also. This is an interesting one, is the you'll pay for that. So after the villain attacks you, remove 1 threat from a scheme for each damage you took from the attack to a maximum of 5. That might be an option for some threat reduction. Another one to consider. So many things. All right, so, well, we had 1 chase them down. Let's throw a couple more chase them downs out there to think about it. Get over here's melees. Some bring it. Which would be good in multiplayer. All right, is there anything? I think we will avoid the basics and just stick with the aggression. I am still trying to stick with the Valkyrie theme here, but we've got a lot of cards on the table now. All right, so we're taking 4 out. I think we're going to take 2 of the quick strikes out, 1 of the quick strikes out. Let's take a quick strike out. So I'm kind of off to the side here. I'm going to take out a quick strike, 3 of my best defenses into combat training. So we're taking out 5 cards thus far. I think I'm going to want to add in 3 mean swings. I don't think I'm going to do the Godslayer. We're going to kick the Godslayer out. And I think I want a couple of chase them downs. All right, do we keep the Hall of Heroes? I think we'll keep the Hall of Heroes because it keeps the theme going. Martial Prowess is very Valkyrie also. Chase them down seems a very, very Valkyrie type thing too. All right, so she's going to mark them and then she's going to chase them down. All right, so let's see where we're at for cards. Got our Godlike Stamina. We've got Quick Strikes. Let's keep 1, smash the problem, and take 2 out. All right. So I have no idea what we are for card count here. So let's see what we've got. Pile them all up and we'll count them out. As you can see, I'm very organized about all of this. I may end up taking the Nick Fury back out. If I'm over by 1, we'll take out Nick Fury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But wait, I can't have Valkyrie in there because I am Valkyrie. All right, Bonehead, that one's out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, so I'm actually 1 under. I wasn't planning on that. I didn't think that's how it would go. So we've got 2 Thors, a Throg and Angela, a couple of quick strikes. So what do I want to throw back in here at this point? All right, so let's take a look at the things that I was not putting back in there. I think maybe that Martial Prowess. Ooh, so it's kind of between Martial Prowess and Godslayer. How many attack events do we have in here? Let's see here. So ally, support. 1, 2. It's a thwart event. 3, 4, 5, but they're 0 cost, so those don't really count. So that kind of takes us back to 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd sit out there and it'd help me for only 5 cards. I don't know that that's worth it. I'm also feeling like Godslayer is not worth it. We throw a Fusillade in there. Exhaust a weapon upgrade you control, deal 5 damage to an enemy. So that's a 2-coster. I could go with another combat training, but I think 1 is enough in a deck. You'll pay for that as interesting, but I don't know that running one of them in the deck is interesting. I think it's cooler if you have two of them and you know you could use it. I think we'll go with the Fusillade. All right. You've got a deck. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this stuff off the board, get zoomed in, then we'll see how this works out. All right, be right back. All right, and we're back. So I've got my newly constructed deck here, just giving it a little bit of a shuffle. While I'm doing that, what I would suggest, I'll put a link down below, but Con of Heroes is scheduled to happen at the end of May. So if you're looking for a weekend of playing Marvel Champions with a ton of people, check out Con of Heroes. I'm planning on going. Should be a good time. So, and maybe I will have Valkyrie. Will have beaten Rhino by then. We'll see. I got a couple of months, so I should be able to get that one down. But anyway, looking like a good time. Great weekend of Marvel Champions playing. But let's get down to this game of Marvel Champions playing and see if my deck tweaking will help me take out Rhino. All right, so Rhino standard. I've got Brunhilde out there. She's got the death glow sitting beside her. Rhino's out there. He's got his 14 hit points. We got the break-in. We got standard Rhino ready to go. Let's see if the tweaks I made, and thank you for the suggestions, help me get through this finally. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hand size. Let's see what we come up with. We've got, oh, if I can flip them over, we've got a Thor, a Mean Swing, Power of Aggression, Have at the Energy, and Genius. I was wondering if I may be putting too much in there, but possibly not, because what we've got here is we can get Thor out. Now, our Mean Swing isn't going to do us any good because we don't have a weapon. The crazy thing is I could also potentially do a Have at thee this round, which could be a lot of fun. So let's get rid of our well, if I'm going to do a Have at thee, I might as well not get rid of my Mean Swing and use it for my Have at thee. And at that point in time, I think we're good. We'll just go with this. I could go looking for better cards for upgrades, but I'm pretty happy with how these will play out. So let's just roll this way. If I was building, I was looking at a longer game, I think I might cash some things in to get some more of my sideboard cards out here, possibly weapons and stuff. But since we're really going for the aggression aspect of it, this looks really aggressive, and I think I'm going to stick with this. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We'll go over to Valkyrie. Let's see here. Now, she's got 2 attack off the bat. So I think we're going to, well, let's get Thor into play here. So we're going to use 2 from Genius and 2 for our Power of Aggression. And we're going to use physical. So we'll make physical resources. So we're going to play Thor out there. And she says, after you play Thor from your hand, deal 2 damage to the villain, 3 damage instead if you play this card using a physical resource, which we did. So she's going to do 3 damage to the villain. So he's down to 11. All right, we are going to do a Have at thee. We're going to use 2 energy and 1 from the Mean Swing to do 7 more to him. So he's down to 4. That's kind of crazy. He's down to 4. Do I want to flip him this turn because I can? I think we do. So let's go ahead and do that just because we're having fun here. So she attacks for 2, and then Valkyrie attacks for 2. So that's 2, 4. That's enough to take Rhino out in the first turn. And we don't want Rhino 3, we want Rhino 2. So we're going to have Rhino 2 come into play. He's going to have 15 hit points. And we need to go find Breaking and Taken. I'm not sure if that was a smart move or not. But I couldn't resist. Like, we could do the damage. We had to do it. It was there. It was just too much fun. All right, so we're going to go look for our Breaking and Taken, which is not in our discard pile because we haven't put anything in our discard pile yet. So let's see here. It's going to be a side. Nope, that's a Bomb Scare. Rhino armored. It would have been the next card. So breaking and taking. All right. It's going to come out with 3 on it. So let's put 3 threat on the breaking and taking. We're going to unexhaust our 2 folks here. The ladies are tearing it up. And at that point in time, we're going to draw our hand and see what we come up with. And it's going to be Rhino's turn. And what's going to happen is he will probably draw 2 advances. But we'll see what happens here. Okay. We can get our 5 cards. So we've got a Power of Aggression, Godlike Stamina, Chooser of the Slain, another Have At Thee, and our other Thor. So we've got twice the Thor. All right. Let's see here. I believe I can do that because they have different alter ego names. So I think you can have 2 Thors that have different secondary names. I think we're all right there. All right. Now, what do we got going on? We're going to go over to Rhino's turn. So first thing is, we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Next thing that's up is Rhino's going to see Valkyrie out there. He's going to come attack, and we're just going to take this because we're tough at this point in time. Got our 12 hit points. So he's attacking for 3. He's going to boost and hit us for 4. All right. It was not friendly, but Rhino's not a friendly dude. We're going to get 2 encounter cards. 1, 2. All right. Counter card number 1. We get, boom, Rhino suit. Oh! All right. So he's got his suit that soaks up 5 damage. Very much dislike this card. All right. Number 2 is Sandman comes into play with toughness. Wow. Okay. He's going to come out there and he's going to be tough. And that is the end of Rhino's turn. We're back over to Valkyrie's turn. So looking at Valkyrie, we could have done 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Possibly brought Thor into play and done 14. We couldn't quite take Rhino out. And then the suit just kind of throws that all to a mess. All right. So let's see what we do here. We do have tough on Sandman, which is a pain in the butt. And we have that breaking and taking out there, which I would like to get rid of, but we have very low. It's going to take everybody to thwart the breaking and taking out of there. And it totally might be worth it, actually. But let's see. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do our Chooser of the Slain, which is going to put, I can go get a Hydra Bomber, and then I can draw 2 cards. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion, put it into play engaged with you, draw 2 cards. All right, so we're going to go get a Hydra Bomber. Hydra Bomber's going to come into play. His win reveal doesn't go off because I'm putting him into play. So he just comes out there. Now the nice part of that is I draw 2 cards. So let's see what we get for my 2 cards. Hopefully those are the ultimate cards I was looking for. Aragorn, not bad. And Audacity. Okay. Now, how do we want to play this? So if we bring Thor into play, I could potentially spend an energy. And if I did that, his attack would go against each minion engaged with me. So if I could ping the top off of Sandman, but if I do that, I'm not going to get the breaking and taking out of there. All right. But I think that might be worth it. Because Sandman attacks for a lot. The other thing is I could just spool up the damage. I could go at him with a Have At Thee. That would take out the armored Rhino suit. Then I could work him down with another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Then I'd be looking at taking a good deal of damage on my next turn. Choices. All right, the other thing is we would need to ping the toughness off of Sandman. Even if Thor attacks, he's not going to be able to take out both Sandman and the Hydra Bomber. He would take out the Hydra Bomber, but the 3 damage would not be enough to take out Sandman. Okay, so how do we want to play this here? So we could spend 1 and put the Death Glow on somebody. That's an interesting thing. So I think I think the way that we'll work this. So we can't play Thor and have Athy at the same time. What we can do is I think we will attack with Valkyrie and remove the toughness from Sandman. Is that the way we want to do that? I'm so conflicted right now. I do want to take the break-in and taken out of there. And this is where one of those nice thwarty cards that I added to the deck would be pretty handy right now. So if I put the Death Glow on somebody and she defeats them, then I get to ready her. So what I could do is, let's go ahead and we'll use our Audacity to put the Death Glow on the Hydra Bomber. Okay. She's going to attack. She attacks for 2. She takes out the Hydra Bomber, and the Death Glow is going to go away, and I get to ready her. All right, so she's back up. We cleared space. It only cost us 1 card, and we put 1 damage on the Armored Rhino suit. All right, now we got Sandman to deal with, and he is really annoying. So I think what we're going to have, I think we're going to use Thor here. So I could bring this Thor out using these cards. These cards. I could attack with him. Let's see, if she attacks, she hits for 2. He has 4 health. Thor's got tough, and maybe I just hold on to Thor's toughness. All right. I think this is how we're going to play through this. Don't know if it's a good idea or not, so we'll have this Thor attack Sandman. Tough is gone. She's up to 2 on the consequential damage tree there. All right, then we're going to bring this Thor into play. And he's got tough. Actually, we will use Aragorn to pay for that. All right. We'll have this Thor attack. He's going to attack for 3 on Sandman, so Sandman's got 1 health left. 1, 3. And then we'll have Valkyrie attack and take out Sandman. All right, we're doing a lot of cleanup. Thor would normally take 2 consequential damage, but Tough's going to take that out. I'm going to soak that up. We'll use our godlike stamina. So if I do that, heal 2 damage from identity. I could discard a status card, which I don't have to worry about. I'm going to hold on to my have at thee. All right, so we're done at that point. I'm going to draw back up to 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a chase him down. Finally. All right. Villain's turn. We're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Rhino is going to look to attack Valkyrie. Valkyrie is going to take this one again. So she's looking at 3 damage. And he's going to boost for 2. We're going to take 5 damage. Okay, that was painful. Then we're gonna get 2 cards. 1, 2. All right, first encounter card. We get, boom, Hydra Mercenary. You got guard. I keep thinking we're gonna get through to Rhino and do a bunch of damage, but it's not happening. All right, and we get, ooh, Enhanced Ivory Horn. All right, so now he's got a horn and he's got a suit. But now he's done. All right. We're over to the hero's turn. Now, good news is I got my chase them down. This can allow me to do a thing that I haven't been able to do for a while. So we're going to get rid of 1 off of the, or 2 off of the breaking and taken. Yay, we're thwarting. All right, let's do we do a chooser of the slain? I think we do. We do a chooser of the slain. We bring our Hydra Bomber back into play. All right, when we do that, we get to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Ooh, Valhalla's nice. All right. I think we will do 1, 2, and we're going to put Valhalla into play. So let's make sure we read Valhalla right. So Valhalla says, after Valkyrie attacks and defeats an enemy that has Death Glow attached, exhaust Valhalla, draw a card, heal damage from Valkyrie. All right, so we're going to use our spear to take that Death Glow and put it on the Hydra Bomber. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me walk that one back a little bit. So Thor could clear the board. So if Thor attacks minions, he can take out both of them. I'm not sure I want to do that though. No, I think we'll go ahead and we'll go with my original plan there. We're going to use Have At Thee. Oh, but that's our 7 damage. Oh, yeah, we'll use our Have At Thee. I need to stop sitting on that and worrying about it. To put Death Glow on the Hydra Bomber. All right, at that point in time, Valkyrie's going to attack the Hydra Bomber, which she's going to take him out. So we get, because of the Death Glow, we get to ready Valkyrie. I'm going to set the Death Glow back up here. Get it out of the way there. So we get to ready Valkyrie, and we can use her Valhalla, which says, after Valkyrie attacks, defeats enemy as Death Glow, exhaust Valhalla, draw a card, heal damage from Valkyrie. All right, she's down to 6. Now I've got my Smash the Problem, and I could actually use that to take out the break-in. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to exhaust to thwart and take out breaking and taken. Gone. All right, that's going to make things much better, I think. We will then, Thor will attack, and he's going to hit the Hydra Mercenary for 3. Hydra Mercenary's gone. Thor takes 2 consequential damage. We will bring our spear into play, which is going to give us +1 defense, +2 if I'm defending against the glowy person. I think we'll have this Thor attack. And she's going to put 2 more damage on the suit. So the suit's almost gone. All right. We're done at that point. So we're going to grab all of our tokens. We're going to go back over to the villain side. Oh, we need 5 cards first. Let's see what we get. We get Quick Strike, the Bifrost, Visit Valhalla, a Mean Swing, and a Shield Maiden. Ooh, Shield Maiden could be nice right now. Oh, but I don't have Death Glow on Rhino. It doesn't do me any good. All right, villain's turn. What's got on the villain's turn? One threat on the main scheme. Rhino is going to look at Valkyrie, and he's going to come to attack. He's attacking for 4, plus he gets a boost. So I'm at 6. It is possible that he would take me out, so I think Thor is going to have to block this one. So Thor's stepping in front of this one. Rhino's attacking for 4. He's getting a boost of 2, so that would be 6. Luckily, one of the Thors is taken out. Or unluckily. Luckily for me, one of the Thors is taken out. All right. Getting an encounter card. Counter card is... I guess I could have defended against it. Rhino heals 4 damage. If no damage was healed in this way, he gains Surge. So he's going to Surge. Surge into our next card, and we get... Hard to keep down. Wait, we just saw that. All right. And we're going to Surge. Surge into Bomb Scare. All right. So we're going to get 3 threat on that. All right, that's the end of Rhino's turn. We're over to the hero's turn. So we're kind of taking a beating here. Okay, so things we can think about this round. We need to do 2 damage to get rid of Rhino's stuff. We could get the Bifrost out and make use of the Bifrost. There are many other heroes in there that we could bring out. We've got our Mean Swing, which we get +3 attack. We really need to get past Rhino's suit before we do the +3 attack. Also, a scary thing is the Bomb Scare out there is... the Bomb Scare is going to generate more threat for the break-in. So the problem is going to be the threat from the break-in plus Rhino scheming could cause us a very large problem. All right. So how do we want to play this one? Now we could visit Valhalla once we go over to Alter Ego side and get a card back. So if we can get to a point, if we could get to a point where we could knock the break-in down enough, we could go Alter Ego, that might be the way to go. The scary thing is that's going to take all the threat from these guys in order to make that happen. I think that's going to be the way to go. Because the damage we could do, we could have Thor take out the suit. Valkyrie could take out the suit for 2. Then Thor could attack for 3, but that really doesn't put him in a great position to do anything else. All right. We could also bring out the Bifrost. I think we're going to thwart. So we're going to do some game management here. Thwart and thwart, which he will take another consequential, so Thor's going to go away. But that's 2 to get the break-in down. All right. I think we'll go ahead and get the Bifrost out. I think we're going to hold on to our Visit Valhalla, but we're going to exhaust our Bifrost to look for an ally that costs 2. So let's see here. Angela costs 0. Throg costs 2. It has to be an Asgard ally. So I think we're going with Throg. All right, so Throg would get a tough status card if he was engaged with a minion, but we're not engaged with a minion. So what Throg's going to do is he's going to go ahead and actually thwart on the break-in to knock it down yet another one. I could have him attack and take out the suit, so that's the question there. The problem is Rhino could scheme. So we're going to get 2 on there. It would be at 3. That would mean he would need to pull a 3 in order to scheme out, and that's possible, especially if we then pull out an advance, which we haven't seen any advances yet. Could create some problems. So I think in order to increase my chances of making it through the next round, we're going to take one off of there. You will find out very quickly whether that was a wise decision or not. All right. Bifrost, Valhalla, Spear. We had to spend 2 to bring Throg into play. All right. Next up, we're going to go over to our Brunhilde side. And then we're going to do our Visit Valhalla, which says, return a Valkyrie card from your discard pile to my hand. All right. So, discard pile to my hand. What I kind of want to do is grab a Have At Thee and deal 7 damage. I think that's the Valkyrie card we're going to grab. Could do a Shield Maiden. No. I think the Have At Thee is the card to grab. Because we're going to try to see if we can take Rhino out in a turn here. Okay. So that's the end of our turn. We're going to unexhaust our stuff. We're going to draw up to 6 cards. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Villain's turn. What's going to happen on the villain's turn? We're going to put 2 threat because we have some acceleration there. 2 threat on the main scheme. Rhino is going to see Brunhilde out there, so he's going to scheme. He's scheming for 1. He's going to get a boost of 2, so he's going to scheme for 3. It's going to put us up to 5. 2, 1 more. We're going to draw a counter card. Counter card is Assault. When I'm Alter Ego, this card gains Surge, so we're going to surge into something else. We're going to surge into Advance. Oh, the villain schemes. All right, he schemes for 1. He's going to get a boost of 2, so he's going to scheme for 3. Oh, gah. All right. 3. Yet again, another loss for Valkyrie. And our problem really seems to be the threat. So I think I'm going to have to actually even add more threat reduction, more thwart to our deck here. So I guess the downside of what we just saw was, well, Nick Fury would have been very helpful. He would have got rid of a lot of threat. Another chase them down would have been nice. Could have worked out well there. The 1 threat reduction by Throg was the right idea, but the advance kind of ended all of that. All right, so I think what I need to do is take a little bit more damage out of here and add a little bit more threat reduction. So just can't get past it. Probably some allies with threat reduction. So if I'm go grab my set of stuff over here. Let's see here. Basic allies with threat reduction. Star-Lord, no, because he gives you more encounter cards. I don't want that. Rocket, I can only play if I've got a Guardian. We're back to Lockjaw. He's got 2 on the thwart thing. War Machine might be a good play too, because he comes in with this tough status card. He's got thwart. If I used him mainly as a thwarter, he would be pretty good. Heimdall costs 5, and he is an Asgardian. Maybe I need to really reconsider putting Heimdall in the deck. Maybe that's the thing, because that would get me my thwart that I'm looking for. I think that's the ad. I think Heimdall's going to go in, and I think I'm going to take this Fusillade out. And I think that's what the next game is going to look like. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Is that going to be enough to turn my thwart around? Did I just get really unlucky thwart-wise this time around? Should I have gone all out on Rhino on the last turn? What I probably should not have done, which I really liked, was going all out on him in the first turn and knocking him over and then hitting the break and taking. What I probably should have laid back and waiting another round tried to put myself into a space where I could have countered the break and take, and possibly with to chase them down, or enough allies out there to wipe it off the board. So I got a bit aggressive at the beginning, and maybe I should have let off the gas there. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Should Heimdall go in? Should Heimdall not go in? What other thwarty allies should go into my Valkyrie deck here? I guess the other thing is, I think I am correct. And this is for the rule folks out there. I've got a Thor and I've got a Thor. I believe I can play both Thors because they have different alter egos in them. I think that is correct. So let me know if I am thinking correctly or incorrectly there. And I can't, even though I thought it was ruled Valkyrie here, even though she doesn't have an alter ego, I think I can't have two Valkyries in play. I do like this Valkyrie. I would like to play her, but I don't think I can have both of them in play. And there are actually, I think there are multiple Valkyries in the Marvel Universe. Like in Asgard, there are multiple Valkyries. And if you look, I mean, look closely, it's totally obvious because you can see in that shot, oh, well, never mind. I was going to say, in that shot, she's got braids. And in this shot, she doesn't, but she does have braids. So, never mind. And her armor looks exactly the same. And she's on the winged horse that is in this deck. So, it's probably the same Valkyrie. And probably shouldn't play them in the same deck. So, but by that logic, I don't know that both of them can be Thor at the same time in the same deck. But I think the rules allow me to do this. Anyway, rules lawyers out there. Can I play both Thors? I think I can. Double check me on that one. Deck builders out there. Heimdall. How do I get more thwart in this deck? Where should I go? Should I keep Throg in the deck? I mean, he's cheap and I can throw him in front of stuff, but he's not been super awesome, and maybe there would be a better card to throw in there. So, oh, other thing is Godslayer. Should I get that Godslayer back in here? It's another restricted card, but you know, actually her spear doesn't do me a whole lot of good. So I would probably just end up using it for resources at that point in time. And the Godslayer throws a lot more damage around. So I don't know, but it's only against a unique enemy. So it's kind of just for beating up Rhino, really. Or I guess if I throw Ronin in here or something like that. But not going to do that because I can't get past basic Rhino. Anyway, let me know what you think. That's it for now. And thanks for watching.